Hola.
All right. First of all, hello. And second of all, y'all might be like, is that Chris? Yes, it is. Let me move so y'all can see him clearly, looking his usual handsome self. And y'all might be like, when did this happen? So, and y'all on Patreon might be like, what's going on? So, first of all, this is my first reaction back on YouTube. That doesn't mean that I'm necessarily back. I just had to do this one. And I will put a screenshot here. Hopefully, I remember to put it in this video with what intrigued me a lot for me to do this reaction here on YouTube. So, to further explain why I have Chris K-pop idol version behind me, is because I've actually made a return on Patreon since June. Not the most content filled return, but return regardless. And I have checked out some new stuff and stuff that I have been trying to update myself with as I maneuver this permanent and intense grief that I still feel. I'm actually a little past 5 months now after my husband and soulmate Chris passed away in March this year. And y'all who are new viewers might be like, wait, what? I recently uploaded a video. It's a long, rather depressing video of me going into full detail what happened and why I've been in a 5-month hiatus here on YouTube as far as K-pop reactions. But yeah, I'm trying to remember the reason why I decided to go back on Patreon. Well, actually, I did upload a video here where I made the decision to not quit as OG K-pop stan. And if y'all are interested in why, I went over it in that video. But again, with that specific comment that I just flashed on the screen, and considering prior to this reaction that will be on my YouTube channel, my last reaction before Chris passed away was actually to Lisa's Fuck Up the World. And not so fun fact, I actually can't listen to that song at all. And it sucks because y'all who watched my reaction can tell that I love that song and love that video. And that was actually the last music video that Chris ever saw. So with that being said, it's too tough for me to watch. It's too tough for me to hear. But what I was saying earlier about how I've been, doing content on Patreon again since June, I've been taking my time because there will be days where I just don't want to get out of bed. There are days I just, somebody can tell me something and it kind of, I don't absorb it. So, with that being said, I actually have not gotten to Lisa's album yet. Besides the certain updates that I've checked out, I have not heard her song Dream. And a lot of people might be like, what? Like, it's been so long. And she did Coachella. I didn't see any Coachella performance. And again, y'all who might be new viewers or just might be like, what is going on? It's hard to absorb anything else when this permanent and intense grief of losing your husband of 3 months and soulmate of 12.5 years. You just getting through the day and still being here with y'all is basically all the energy I have time for. And does that make sense? All the energy that I have to give. But yeah, since June, I have been able to uplift myself a little more, to absorb music, to just absorb new things, just because I've not only been doing OG K-pop stan since 2020, but I've been listening to K-pop since 1998. So it's one of the elements that not only that genuinely gives me therapy to my soul, but it was something that Chris was really proud of. So again, this video being here on YouTube, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm ready to come back yet here. Going back on Patreon and going back on YouTube are two totally different things. I don't even know how to explain it. But also, you know, now I pay income and bills and everything all by myself. It's not us two anymore. I was like, I have to get back on Patreon. Like, I have to do something. So, another just major shout out to my Patreon crew. Like, y'all really do so much more than y'all might realize. Okay, I do have tissues ready, because I feel like I'm gonna get emotional. So, where are my headphones? I'm gonna say ahead of time that I apologize for the amount of crying that I highly likely will do. I don't want my grief and depression and just tears to make anyone feel uncomfortable. It's not my intention, but I'm only human. So again, this will be my first time hearing the song and watching this short film by our girl Lisa. And you know what? I'm probably going to title this video Widow's First Time Watching. And I don't give a fuck if people are like, oh, clickbait. My answer to that will just be, who the fuck would want to use a title like Widow and this suck ass life that nobody would ever want to ask for? It just got thrown onto me. Who would use that shit as clickbait? Not me. But I think I deserve to at least take some kind of power over that title. I know I'm more than just being a widow, but it is a huge part of who I am now. Okay, I have been rambling for almost 8 minutes, so let's get right into the video and the song. And I will watch it twice, likely, because again, I can barely think. I can barely perceive shit at the moment. So I'll likely need it 2 times. So again, let's get it, y'all. With our girl Lisa with Dream, featuring Kentaro Sakaguchi. I apologize if I butchered the name, but her short film for her song Dream. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's up. Here we go.
I've been thinking that I got no idea what you're thinking. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you always gonna hate me for that?
Oh my god. Besides that message that I got, I have gotten recent comments telling me that people telling me that they miss me and that Lisa's Dream video came out and it made them think of me. So I can see why. Let me just restart, okay?
I've been thinking that I got no idea what you're thinking. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you always gonna hate me for that night in Tokyo when it ended? I kinda hope it'd be open-ended, but you never look back. Well, I guess you can hold on to something once you let it go. But I know a place where we could be us. I know it ain't real, but it's real enough. When sun going down, the sun coming up, it's like you're here with time. Been drowning in dreams lately, like it's 2019, baby. Whenever I'm missing you, call you up but I can't get through. Don't know where you sleep lately, but I'll see you in my dreams, maybe. We can catch up, drive down a road street. If all that we want is all that we'll ever be.
Fucking hell, are you serious?
It's bittersweet, at least a girl can dream. I guess that I'm taking what I can get, cause I don't get nothing new from your friends. If you got the hardest side of the brain, then why is it harder for me to take? There's so much I might never get to say, ay. But I know a place where we could be us. And know it ain't real, but it's real enough. From sun going down to sun coming up, it's like you're here with me. Whenever I close my eyes, it's taking me back in time.
This just sounds so good, by the
Been drowning
way.
in dreams lately, like it's 2019, baby. Whenever I'm missing you, call you up but I can't get through. Don't know where you sleep lately, but I'll see you in my dreams, baby. We can catch up, drive down the road street. If all that we want is all that we'll ever be. It's bittersweet, at least a girl can dream. No, it's only in my mind, playing 3 nights on the stereo, like a movie scene, DiCaprio. Oh, I
She really sounds so good.
want just to fall asleep. It's like you're here with me. Whenever I close my eyes, it's taking me back in time. Been drowning in dreams lately, like it's
God.
2019, baby. Whenever I'm missing.
오빠. 응? 다시 태어나면 뭐가 되고 싶어?
다시 태어나면?難しい質問だな。リサは?
나? 나는 나무가 되고 싶어.
A tree?
ナム?
Oh my god.
素敵だね。じゃあ僕はその木の前にある湖になる。だって素敵だと思ったんだもん。湖に木が映る光景って綺麗じゃん。だから僕は湖になる。
Whenever I'm missing you, call you up but I can't get through. Don't know where you sleep lately, but I'll see you in my dreams, maybe. We can catch up, drive down the road street. If all that we want is something we'll never be. It's bittersweet. Can we be friends?
Oh my God.
at least?
Oh my god. I didn't realize that was his urn. Oh my god. Oh god. I didn't realize that was his urn. Like, part of me was, like, when I saw him in the car, I was like, oh my god, that kind of makes me, like, it gave me a flashback of when I went to go pick up Chris's urn. And I was like, no, this song can't relate to me that much. And then realizing that, God, so much, so much. Actually, before I get into, like, obviously how the song resonates so much with me, it's such a beautiful song. It's so beautiful. I love the way Lisa sounds there. Like, she really has such a, it's like her voice is so pure in here. Like, compare it to my most recent reaction, which is not recent at all. Like, fucking, what, end of February. She has such a sweet tone in here, and there's like such a longing kind of feeling in the way she sounds. Like, she almost sounds like if you could cry sing, or if you could sing with, like, you know, the yearning for someone, or just feeling sad. Like, that's what I hear when I hear her singing the song. God, I'm pretty sure I look a mess, but whatever. I think I earned that. The lyrics are, it hit me when it said something about how, actually, you know what? Let me just rewatch the video again, and I will do pausing here and there to talk about what the lyrics feel like for me. Maybe I want to talk about Lisa's voice, the acting. The acting is really natural, by the way. I really love that flashback between them two and that little conversation, and it actually gives me goosebumps because, like, I felt myself holding myself. I'm not sure how much I'm really going to edit this video, but I could feel myself holding myself from shaking because, yeah, I don't know how many times I've had this whole next life conversation with Chris. So many times that it would drive him nuts. Like, he would be like, why are you like, you're such a dreamer. Like, why? Let's focus on now. How about we figure out what we want to eat for dinner? Why are you asking me about our next life? Blah, blah, blah. So, we've definitely had our fun share of conversations about next life and stuff. The acting in that scene was just very natural. It made it so natural to where it made me think about my own real life conversations with my, I hate saying the word late husband, but because Chris is always my husband. He is my final chapter. He's my only book. He's all my chapters. He's my prologue. There's nothing else after him. I don't care that I'm only gonna be 42 this year. I don't care how long I live. Chris is it. So yeah, let's just rewatch this video again, and I'll just make commentary. Oh my god. Like, right when I realized that is a fucking funeral, I was like, okay. What? So that doesn't look like exactly 8:20. It looks like it's 8:18. Maybe I'll try and figure out that significance later.
Thinking that I got no idea what you're thinking. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you always gonna hate me for that night in Tokyo?
Night in Tokyo. This is kind of making me wonder if this is like a personal song from Lisa, you know, like highlighting maybe a relationship in Tokyo or something that happened in Tokyo, but it's very detailed, specifically detailed. But and she looks beautiful, by the way, but when does she not? When she mentioned the whole, like, you know, realize that I don't know what you're thinking, are you happy? Like, I was like, oh my fucking gosh, like, I always say to, I don't really talk to a lot of people right now, just because that's like a whole different other conversation. I'm not trying to drift too far. But the few people that I do talk to, I do have moments where I'm like, I wish wherever Chris is at, he could come here for 5 minutes. I just want to know if he's okay. Even though I'd like to believe he is. But yeah, like, just right at the beginning of the lyrics, I was like, oh, freaking relatable.
When it ended, I kinda hope it'd be open-ended, but you never look back. Well, I guess you
Beautiful
can
framing.
hold on to something once you let it go. But I know a place where we could be us. I know it in
I love the harmony that got introduced here as we build up into the chorus. Is very beautiful. Let's rewind back. The silhouette is so cinematic.
But I know a place where we could be us. I know it ain't real, but it's real enough.
That I know a place where you can meet us. I know it ain't real, but that's in the, like, you know, like, since Chris passed away, I have had very specific dreams. You know what? I might as well just share it here since I'm in the fields and it just relates. I'm actually planning to open a second channel. I'm not trying to say that I'm taking our OG K-pop stand is done. It's just a second channel where I want to share this new side of me that I didn't ask for, but I have to live with, which is me being a forever grieving widow. So I'll probably use that second channel to talk about certain things like that, like my dreams that I feel might be visitation dreams, or I don't know myself. Either or. It's just that's the only place I can see Chris again. So that line definitely it hit me.
Yes, you can hold on to something once you let it go. But I know a place where we could be us. I know it ain't real, but it's real enough. From sun going down to sun coming up, it's like you're here with me.
Gosh damn, I didn't realize that. The sun going down, the sun coming up. Oh my god. It's like you're here. Oh my god. I don't know if y'all can see this clearly. Sun, moon, and stars. That was something, well, when Chris and I first met, he always said, you're my sun and moon. You know, you're what I breathe, what I think about when I wake up. You're what I breathe and what I think about before I go to sleep. And we added stars after we got our dog Atari. So, gosh damn. Okay.
Sun going down, sun coming up, it's like you're here with me. Whenever I close my eyes, it's taking me back in time. Been drowning in dreams lately, like it's 2019, baby. Whenever I'm
Another specific thing, 2019, like Tokyo, then 2019. I love the way Lisa's voice sings whenever I close my eyes. Like, just the way it, what's the word I'm looking for? It projects. Just the way she sounds. It's so beautiful.
It's like you're here with me. Whenever I close my eyes, it's taking me back in time. Been drowning in dreams lately, like it's 2019, baby. Whenever I'm missing you, call you up, but I can't get through. Don't know when you sleep lately, but I'll see you in my dreams, maybe. We can catch up, drive
Oh my god. Wait. Okay, I actually unmuted. I'm just realizing oh my gosh, hold on. So, is this her dream? Like, at first, part of me thought maybe this is flashback, but then, like, why doesn't she look happy? And they're in, like, you know, the funeral clothing. And, oh my gosh, so it's like she's in the car, and, you know, yeah, that's what I'm getting, like, that she's just, she's depending on her memories, and she's reminiscing over the details. Like the detail, like the small details that she misses. that she's trying to cling on to. Like, that's what I'm getting here. The reason why that kind of hits me specifically is because earlier this week, Chris's closest friend sent me a video that he found of Chris interacting with his son, and the thing that I wrote after watching the video, I said, like I pointed out Chris's chuckle, and just hearing it, the fact that it's been like, what, it's been over 5 months since I've heard Chris's laugh, Chris's voice. Like, I can always play a video and think back on my memories, but it's not the same, but it'll suffice. So just seeing the scene, that's how I'm reading it.
Lately, but I'll see you in my dreams. Maybe we can catch up, drive down a road street. If all that we want is all that we'll ever.
If I wanted to get up to go show y'all my necklace, so Chris, along with my ring that he proposed to me to last September, he got me a black pearl necklace from Hawaii, and he has always known since we first met that I've always wanted a black pearl necklace, like a real pearl, specifically because of my love for Pirates of the Caribbean, and y'all who watched the movie know that that's the first movie, Curse of the Black Pearl. That's what I fucking feel like right now. So I have that necklace, and I have Chris's wedding ring. So his wedding ring looks like mine, but it's thicker. So I have his ring on my necklace too. So seeing this, I was like, oh my god, like, what is happening? Like, why, how, like, you know, I have to say, me being a young child-free widow with no plans of ever dating or remarrying, like, it's a very isolating spot. Yet, watching a music video by Lisa and hearing the song, and especially specific details that's portrayed in the story, it makes me feel less isolated. Like, how? But I appreciate it too.
It's bittersweet. At least a girl can dream. I guess that I'm taking what I can get, 'cause I don't get nothing new from your friends. If you got the harder side of the brain, then why is it harder for me to take? There's so much I might never get to say, ay, but I know.
Okay, like, whoever directed this video, wrote it, whatever, like, coming from a widow, somebody who lost their soulmate, the elements are portrayed really well. Like, I read up a lot of shit about grieving and widowhood and stuff, and just people who lose their loved ones in general, that sometimes certain things will happen, whether you have a sign, or like a thing that I've heard is sometimes you'll think you see your deceased loved one, and you almost take a double take because you're like, wait, what? And that actually happened to me. So last month, I took our dog Atari in to get updated vaccines for herself, and my parents went with me because they knew that I'd be very emotional, because the last time we saw Atari's vet, we were doing her test that she had to do in order for her to go to Hawaii with us. Y'all who are new viewers, Chris and I were supposed to go to Hawaii next month to celebrate our marriage. We got married last December, and we were going to celebrate, like, do the party reception thing this September, which is next month. So that was the last time, and it was full of happiness, full of, he proposed, we got married, ring it. And so after going to the vet, luckily, because the vet, the office, the people who work there, they loved Chris. They loved him. And so I was already prepared to, like, share really sad news, but it was like a whole new team. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So afterward, there's a sushi restaurant right next to the vet, and it's actually one of Chris's favorites. And my parents were like, hey, I don't know if you'd be down to eat here, because it was like around lunchtime. So I said, sure. And it was fine and everything. And then before he left, I went to the restroom, washed my hands. And when I walked out of the restaurant, or not the restaurant, the restroom section, I'm just walking. And of course, like at first, I'm already an introvert, so I don't like to look at people, but I'm a greedy introvert, so that just makes it tenfold. So as I'm walking, something made me look up and see the guy, like this guy that was sitting in the booth alone by himself. Now, he didn't look like Chris. Like, there was nothing about him that was like Chris, like, besides him being Asian. He didn't look like Chris. However, he was wearing a Grogu shirt, Baby Yoda, a very specific one that I bought for Chris, and our backstory behind that shirt. So, anytime it's Christmas time, I always like to dress in red or green. I try to be festive, versus Chris, he's like, I couldn't care less. But he also liked making me happy. So he told me, I would always ask, like, do you want to wear red or wear green? And he was like, I'll wear green if you get me a Grogu shirt. And I got him a shirt. It's a Grogu shirt, and shows his big cute ears, and the shirt says I'm all ears. And I got it at Kohl's, of all places. It's not the most common shirt. It's not like a rare shirt where I specifically made it, but it's not the most common shirt. So me being full of emotion that day, like more than usual, because of taking Atari to the vet for the first time after Chris passed away, and then getting out of the restroom, and then something making me suddenly looking up, which I never look at people, and seeing a guy wearing that shirt, it made me, I could not stop staring at him. I was just like, what the fuck? I was just looking, I'm sure he was like, what is there, like, is something wrong with me? Like, I'm sure that guy was like, what the fuck's going on? But just that story got resurrected in my mind, seeing the scene where she gets out of the car, she looks in. It's like they portray this really well. What I hear about whether you're a widow or you have lost a loved one, you can somewhat feel like you're tripping. You almost do a double take because you think you see them again. That's grief.
Place where we could be us and know it ain't real, but it's real enough. From sun going down to sun coming up, it's like you're here with me. Be us and know
Is that the
it
car
ain't real,
keys?
but it's real enough. From sun going down to sun coming up, it's like
That's what I'm thinking it is.
you're here with
I loved
me.
what Lisa sounds there.
Whenever I close my eyes, it's taking me back in time. Been drowning in dreams lately, like it's 2019, maybe. Whenever I'm missing you, call you up, but I can't get through. Don't know where you sleep lately, but I'll see you in my dreams, maybe. We can catch up, drive down the road street, if all that we want is all.
I love these black and white scenes being like, back and forth to show past and current, but it intertwining in the same timeline of this video. I definitely feel like that portrays grief really well. And I always say this, that of course the world and people are inevitably going to move on, right? But I am still stuck, not just on the day that Chris passed away, but the first day Chris got sick. So I'm still living in yesterday, if that makes any sense. So that's the scene. I really appreciate how it portrays the storyline really well.
Know where you sleep lately, but I'll see you in my dreams, maybe. We can catch up, drive down the road street, if all that we want is all that we'll ever
I love the way she's doing this high and low part.
It's bittersweet, at least a girl can try. No, it's only in my mind, playing 3 nights on the stereo, like a movie scene, DiCaprio. Oh, I put my makeup on just to fall asleep.
Wow, I put my makeup. Oh my god. I put my makeup on just to fall asleep because that's the only place she can see him again. I talk about that quite a lot too. Like, let's say I live to be 80 and Chris, he's forever 41. You know, I'll always say to my mom, I wonder if Chris would still find me beautiful at 80. And, you know, of course, I know he would think so, but I'm just always gonna ask these questions because I will never know. You know, like, it's not the same thing as him being here to tell me. So to hear the, like, I put my makeup on to sleep.
Here with me. Whenever I close my eyes, it's taking me back in time. Been drowning in
That transition, like, gosh damn. Like, first you see him sitting in the car, and then at first I thought, like, it could be, like, you know, representing dream, you know, like, because he's sleeping with his eyes closed, but on the more darker side, it could, like, represent that he's gone, you know, that he died. So, like, seriously, to transition from that to the urn, like, that's, I don't understand. Like, I can't believe my life right now that I feel so isolated in is portrayed in one of the biggest artists' music video.
dreams lately, like it's 2019, baby.
Oh god, and it makes sense why she went to a lake.
다시 태어나면 뭐가 되고 싶어?
다시 태어나면?難しい質問だな。リサは？
나? 나는
transition.
나무가 되고 싶어.
ナム？はあ、素敵だね。じゃあ僕はその木の前にある湖になる。だって素敵だと思ったんだもん。湖に木が映る光景って綺麗じゃん。
Again, I want to save a lot of content about me talking about my grief and about Chris for my second channel. But I do want to say that Chris has shared with me many times that he feels like he never felt fully accepted. He never believed in himself the way he did after meeting me. So this whole thing about the way the tree reflects on the lake. This is too close to home for me, but it is beautiful. And to the person who has left comments or sent me the message, don't feel bad. Don't think, oh no, I made Tina cry. Like, it's okay that I cried. Like, that's what they want to get across to everyone. That it's okay that I cried. Like, just because Chris died doesn't mean that my love for him did, you know? So, when I'm crying, that's just how alive Chris is still in me. It's such a good scene. It's such a good... And I can't believe there's a freaking urn in the video that she's spreading. And even just the symbolism, or just seeing her like all alone out there in the lake, and that also represents very well about the way one would feel when they lose their soulmate. When I really do just love the symbolism of the whole tree and lake thing, and then she ended up spreading his ashes in the lake. Oh, God. I still have Chris's ashes with me. I got it separated in a specific way. I have some part of Chris for his parents. Some part of Chris in a smaller box because I would like to get the start of the spread of his ashes in Hawaii. I don't know when I'll do that. I'm not ready now, but I want to get that started and then keep the majority of him with me, because when it's my time, whatever that'll be, we never know. Chris, nobody fucking knew 41 would be it for him. So whenever it's my time, I want to not only be cremated, but for all of me and the rest of him to be spread together in Hawaii. Because that was our dream place. Like, we had so much dreams together. We were planning on doing what we can to see if we could retire over there. Like, it was very detailed. Again, stuff that I'll probably save for my second channel. But I can't. That dream is done. But me dreaming about my dream man won't ever be done. Gosh, damn. Okay, like, getting that message that I showed y'all earlier and just seeing the title of the song, I figured that it was gonna hit me. Like, now I sound all nasally and shit. In the beginning of the video, I don't think I did. But yeah, the song is really so beautiful. It's so sad. And to go with the story that I was able to pick up while watching the video makes it even more sad. But I also, as I said earlier, that I appreciate feeling seen from such a place that feels so extremely isolating. Again, being a child-free young widow with no plans to date or remarry, I don't wish it on anyone. But with that being said, I appreciate that this life was portrayed in one of the, not only the biggest artists like around right now, but one of my favorites, as y'all can see, and y'all who watch my content know that I love Lisa. So I don't know if she watches reaction videos or not, but girl, if you're listening, you have definitely made me cry. You've made this widow cry, but also feel grateful that I'm not as alone as I thought because of feeling portrayed in a video. Oh gosh. I know if Chris were to somehow be watching me, he would be proud that I'm actually doing this. I know for sure he wouldn't want me to not go to Hawaii anymore just because he's not here. He will live in that experience through me. And he would also not want me to quit something that he thought I was good at. Like, Chris really cheerleaded me every day and said that I had a natural talent in having people want to watch me, like, want to resonate, want to reach out, want to build a community with. So I might as well show y'all the healed tattoo. It's I used one of my favorite photos I took of Chris when we were actually in Hawaii. We were just killing time before our flight back home and just strolling around, and Chris was puffing a J, and I was like, baby, just stop. He's like, why? And then I took that photo, and I love it. Let me flash that photo right here real quick. Hopefully I remember to edit it so I'm not just waving my hands around for no reason. But yeah, okay. Well, if y'all watched this, yeah, this is quite a long video, but it's half reaction, half trauma and grief dumping. If you watched it, I really appreciate y'all for hearing me out, for being patient, for the supportive comments and messages I've still been getting, even though I've been on a hiatus here on my YouTube since March. And again, if y'all do want to see content that I am doing right now since June, I have it all on my Patreon, which explains the beginning of this video. I actually forgot to to talk about that, the whole OG K-pop stan and Lost style. Y'all who know Lost, y'all know what's up. It's a concept series that I started over my Patreon, and if y'all are interested, y'all can go check that out. And if y'all do want to help continue to support me, I appreciate that even more. But again, I just appreciate y'all still being here. And to the people who are new, this might be your first video ever, I was a much happier reactor, I promise that. I'm just going through something that's very indescribable, but I wouldn't wish on anyone. That's all I'm gonna say. Again, I don't know when I will make my official return here on YouTube, but I'm here with this. So, I hope y'all enjoyed. And before I end this video off, I'm just gonna say I hope that y'all have been well. I think about my YouTube community a lot more than y'all probably think. It's like when I want to come back, I don't want to have every video like this. I also don't want to have where I'm at a moment where I'm uploading, all of a sudden I just disappear. So, but yeah, alright, I hope y'all have been well, and please continue to keep taking care of yourselves.